Jade Dernbach, thanks ever so much for joining us here. We're at Merchant Taylor's day one against Essex. Your first day with the club. Welcome to Middlesex.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. Weather's a little bit interesting. We've seen some snow this morning, but that's always a good sign that the season is just around the corner.
You're not wrong. As stalwart of Surrey for almost 2 decades, you've been a bit of a pantomime villain, I guess, for many Middlesex members and supporters for a number of years now. Tough move to come northbound to Middlesex?
No, not in that sense. I'm at the stage now where my playing days are well and truly behind me, and certainly the memories of playing against Middlesex are certainly fond ones in the sense it was always a great rivalry. It brought out the best in both sets of players, but now from the sense or the point of view that now moving into the coaching world, it's a great opportunity for me, and certainly to reunite with Jono was an opportunity I didn't want to miss out on.
Yeah, I had a good chat with Jono when he told me that he'd appointed you as our fast bowling consultant coach, and he just said he'd experienced the work you do and you have done with some of the academy lads down at Surrey and some of the younger players down there. He says you've got a huge amount to bring. What's your approach to coaching?
Yeah, it's exactly that. It's a case of getting to know people on an individual basis and trying to bring out the best in them. And that's kind of what I tried to do certainly towards the back end of my career, and helping the likes of Tom and Sam and creating relationships with these guys first and foremost was the most important thing for me. And then you can work on the bowling side of things and talk about your experiences or things that they may be experiencing. And it's just trying to add value where the players need it. It's not a case of trying to force my point of view on anything. It's being a sounding board and just being there for them.
Absolutely. One thing Jono pointed out, which I think is really important actually, is that you're current. You've obviously only just stopped playing. There's a lot of coaches in the game that perhaps played in a different era. The game has evolved so much in recent years. I'd see that as, I guess you would, a distinct advantage.
Yeah, for sure. And being so current and so recent, affords me that opportunity to know where the game is currently and where it potentially might be going. So having that kind of insight to have real life experience in the sense of just popping out is hopefully going to be a plus point for the players here at Middlesex.
Absolutely. You're obviously aware of our squad. You know the players. You've played against most of them. You were right out the stereotypical book of that kind of nasty fasty. Are you looking to instill any of that in our young seamers?
What I want to do first and foremost is understand the cricketers that they want to be and add value to that point of view. Yes, if there is a bit of that kind of extra edge that we can add, certainly, because it's a great bunch of players and really good guys and talented bunch of bowlers. Now, can we add something to that? And hopefully that's where I kind of step in, and if they're interested in what got me to that point, or being able to be that kind of player, and whether that can add value to their game in some capacity, then I'll certainly be there to do that.
Excellent. I mentioned, Jade, you had a 20-year career roughly down at Surrey. Very recently, I think it was October last year, you popped the blue on of Italy. Is that something you've done once, or will you be doing again? Or?
Yeah, so there were some World Cup qualifiers which I put the Azzurri blue on through my mother's side, got an Italian passport. So it was an opportunity again to work with some up-and-coming cricketers. Gareth Berg is the head coach of Italy, so I've got a relationship with him, and he's obviously got a relationship here with Middlesex previously. So it was just a good time for me, and it was a good fit in the sense of being able to help guys. And if there's an opportunity again in the future to be able to play and to continue to develop that side, I'll certainly do that.
Brilliant. And away from cricket, I read that you're picking up an egg-shaped ball as well, now playing for Cobham. How's that going?
Yeah, it's been nice to have something to do during the winter. I spent a couple of months certainly not doing a lot after the season finished, letting the dust settle, but then got itchy feet and decided that I should play rugby, which at the time seemed like a good option, but there's been a few Saturdays where I've been come on the wrong end of a few tackles. But you know what, it's been lovely to step away from cricket and get involved in another sport, so I've thoroughly enjoyed my time.
Jade, brilliant. Well, look, mate, thanks ever so much for joining us. As I say, welcome to the club. I'm sure all Middlesex fans will join me in welcoming you. All the very best of luck, and I hope it goes well.
Thank you very much.